Thanks for joining me. Welcome. Hey, welcome back. So we are on our second project of our senior series. So the first project was our double-sided pillowcase, and if you did go ahead and do that one, you're going to be using the exact same template or the template that you personally created to go ahead and make this one. I will leave that link in the description box below in case you want to go ahead and watch that video and then use that template and go ahead and come back. So now when you go ahead and click the link to this particular template and you download it, it's going to come in a zip file. You're going to need to go ahead and extract that. Once you go ahead and extract that, for Silhouette users, we're going to use this one right here. For anyone who is using Cricut, there are going to be specific instructions that she has available for this particular template to show you how to go in and resize everything. I'm unfamiliar with Cricut, so I will just be doing the Silhouette, but you would just follow those instructions and do everything that we've done here for assembly and putting everything together. So once you go ahead and open it up, it is going to look like this. Not anything over here. It is going to look like this right here. Okay. So this layer right here, which is the pink layer, this is going to be our base layer. This is what we're going to be making our box out of, and it's going to be the strongest piece. So it is best to use 100-pound cardstock. For this particular video, I am using the poster board from the Dollar Tree. For an example, I wouldn't recommend using that only because it doesn't stay the same color all the way through to the core, which means basically from the front all the way to the back, it'll be completely black or completely red. So when you get cardstock, you want to get cardstock that is the same color all the way through. So that way, when you have the cut lines and you start to fold everything over, the colors stay the same and the colors blend. So the issue with this one, and you'll see, is it's going to show white, okay? Unless that's the look that you're going for, then you can definitely go ahead and do that. So just remember 100-pound cardstock because we're going to be adding some layers to this, and so it can get kind of heavy. Ugh, tongue-tied, you guys. So that's going to be the pink layer. That's going to be our base. So now what we're going to do is move down to our second color, which is kind of like this teal. This is going to be your accent. This is where you're going to use your glitters, your golds, anything that you want to just make it pop. Okay, this is what you're going to use. And then our third layer right here, which is kind of like a lavender, this is going to be either our decorative cardstock or like what we did over here, it is going to actually be the photos that we want to use for our seniors. So because this is our senior series, we're going to go ahead and use photo paper. So we're going to use double-sided photo paper. I use Koala. I'll leave that link in the description below, and you'll be able to get a discount as well when you use that link. And I'm just going to show you a really quick tip that you need to know when using this particular one. Okay, so this right here in lavender and this one right here in like the teal, you want to highlight all of those and you want to go ahead and duplicate them. And so we're going to hit duplicate, and then we're just going to move it over here. I'm going to show you really quick why we're doing that. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and go to our template, and I'm going to go ahead and blow it up. I'm going to hit Control plus. Okay, and that's going to make my image bigger, and we're going to come right on over. Okay, I'm going to take this, I'm going to put it over the image. All right, I'm going to line it up, and then I'm going to highlight both of them, and then I'm going to go to Object, I'm going to go to Modify, and I'm going to go to Crop. Boom, it cropped our guy out. Okay, so now I want to show you something. I'm going to hit this, and then I'm going to do the centering tool, center the page. Okay, and then I'm going to come back out. That's Control minus. And the reason I like to use the center is because I don't have to worry about it. I know it's automatically going to center it for me. Now, if I were to send this off, of course, you're going to do registration and everything else like that. You're going to set it up for registration. But if I do it like this, you guys see there's no cut line at all. So that means that it's not going to cut when you put it on your machine. So the reason I said you want to make 2 copies is because we're going to take this, we're going to go back to center, and it's going to center around it. Okay, that is going to keep that cut line for you. So when you get ready to bring it in, now you're going to have that cut line and you won't have any issues. If you try to do this yourself by highlighting it and using the highlighting tool and everything else, it is not going to be a perfect circle. So for example, I call it the little butterfly right here to the right hand side that just lit up blue. I call that the butterfly, but it's the trace, and it is not going to trace it out as a perfect circle for you. So just don't even worry about the headache or anything like that, okay? Once you have both of them centered, you want to select everything and you want to go ahead and hit group, so that way you're able to move them around as a group. So you want to do this for every single one that you're going to use. So when you um, cut this one, you want to go ahead and it's going to look like this, and then you're going to hit center to the page, and then you're going to do the same thing, so forth and so on. Okay, you guys, so this is going to be our base. You're going to see me cut it in black. This is going to be my gold accent. You're going to see me put that on the cutter as well, and then this is going to be my photo. I'm sorry if you hear my machine in the background. It's priming itself. Okay, so that is how that template is laid out, and that is how we're going to work it all in, you guys. Okay, so for this part, we are basically done. And again, like I said, if you want this template, description in the link is in the description box below. So we're going to go ahead and head over to the cutter. Before we do that, you guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. Share with a friend. We're also going to be doing stoles and a couple of other items as well, like this skirt outfit, which will be the skirt and the pullover. And those videos will be getting loaded up within the next 2 weeks. So you guys, free knowledge, just spreading the love. So please like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, you guys, I will see you over at the cutter. Bye. Okay, so once you've designed everything and printed everything out, the things you're going to need to assemble, of course, is going to be the Hubba Bubba, some tape, some good glue, 2 balloons. They're not necessary, but 2 balloons, and your cutouts for everything. So what I personally like to do is to start off with gluing my photos onto the gold. I'm going to move that out of the way. I'm going to bring my photo work over and my gold. So this is the first layer that was in the template. This actually makes the frame in the box that it's going to be held in. This is the second layer, which is the accent. You can pick any accent. And then this is the third layer. For this one, I did it on the photo paper, but you can use regular cardstock or decorative cardstock, totally up to you. So whatever your preference is. So I'm going to go ahead and start sorting everything out. Okay. It's going to be these two, this, and this. This doesn't go, it's going to go over that part right there. Okay, so let's start. Definitely want to be able to put it on this, not the gold. You want to try to get it as close as you can to the bottom so you don't have any curving upward. Or I'm sorry, the edge. You want to get as close as you can to the edge. And what I did was squeeze some on, and then I'm just using the tip to then move it around towards the edge. And this glue that I'm using is tacky, so I kind of want to make sure I got everything where I need it to be positioned, because it's going to stick as soon as I put it down. Now, I used to have a squeegee. Don't know where it went, but no. No, you don't have to go look, baby, but thank you. So, you guys, there we go. I got a little glue right here. I'm just going to use that napkin to get it off. And then you want to be very careful not to get any of the glue on your hand and then touch the photo paper, because it can mess it up. Okay, right now I'm just moving it around a little bit, positioning it in middle. Okay, so guys, that is our first layer. Then we're just going to repeat it. And I will try to put some music in there to drown out the dead silence. Okay, so this is what we're going to do for all of the pieces. So I will go ahead and play some music. And yeah. Okay, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to take our Hubba Bubba. You don't have to do this, okay? So you can print out two, and you can just put it on the front right here if you want to, and you can put it on the back if you want to. I only printed out one because I'm going to put this inside of a colored balloon, and you can pick a color that probably coordinates with whatever the theme is. White was the only thing that I had lying around, so we'll hope that it looks good. So you're going to cut off, and then you're going to go ahead and open the balloon. Let's hope I can open it. There we go. Okay. Okay, be careful, because as you can see, it's already starting to rip. Okay, so that's the front. Now, you see that right there? I don't like it, so I'm going to double it up. And these balloons are kind of old, like they've been up in there for like 3 years, so. All right. Open it again. not for the weak. All right, there we go. And then we're going to take some tape and we're going to tape this back part down, okay? Now, before we do that, there's one thing that we do need to check to see which direction. I probably should have did this before I put that on. Okay. Make sure. This way. Okay. All right. So we're good. I'm trying to make sure front, back. Let's see. So this is going to be a really snug fit. Okay. Right there. Flip it. Right there. Okay. We're good. I'm going to take it down on this side. Now remember, you can put a photo over that to cover up that back side. Okay, so if you decide to go here, that's fine, but remember to make sure you're measuring it correctly. So this has to be the back, so it goes in like that. Okay, so now you may want to use sticker paper for this. I just wasn't thinking and put it on my print and cut. So I'm just going to glue it down. Just like that. Just turning it, making it centered. Yeah. Yep. So there we go. There we go. And I'm going to set this upside down so it can have a little pressure. Now we are going to get to assembling the outer box, okay? So I'm going to start with this piece first. And what you want to do is bend this part inward, press down. So what I did was inward, then the second part, fold backwards like that, okay? And then we're going to bend this down, okay? Those two tabs down, but they're gonna go behind, okay? We don't want them in the front, we want them behind. So we're gonna bend this side down for the tab. We're gonna bend it down. We're gonna take this tab, bend it down. We're gonna bring it inward, okay? Then we're gonna bend it back, okay? Then we're going to take this tab, we're going to bend it in. That's this one right here. We're going to, and then this part right here, we're going to bend in the opposite direction to go back. So just like that. Okay, boom. Then we're going to bring it back up. Okay. Now we're going to do the same thing with this side. We're going to bring it down. Then we're going to bring it back. We're going to do the same thing with this side. We're going to bring it down. Then we're going to bring it back, the top part. Boom. Upward, 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 upward. We're going to take the flaps. They're going to go to the back. We're going to glue them to the back, okay? The back like this. And then we're going to do the same thing for this side. Glue it to the back just like that. Line it all up, glue it to the back. bring it down. This is why it's good to use tacky tape, tacky glue, I'm sorry, because held it in place. We're going to come over here, line everything up. And it's down. Just like that. And then we're going to flip it over. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to put glue on the tab here and the tab here. Just only on those two spots. Okay, line everything up, and we're going to go down and hold for a few seconds. Then we're going to take the other part and we're going to go down. We're going to hold for a few seconds. Now, I am using poster board from the Dollar Tree. I would highly recommend that. I mean, if you want to, you could use it to save money, but you're going to have these little white lines. So when you order 100-pound cardstock, you want to get it where it's solid all the way through. So when you bend it, the color matches. It doesn't have this white outline. So just keep that in mind. But for those who are practicing and don't want to waste, money on it not turning out right, Dollar Tree is always a good place to start. Now, if you were just doing white favors, then you wouldn't have to worry about it. You could just get the white poster board. Alrighty, and now what I'm doing is pushing it on both sides, the out and the in, just to make sure everything is adhering. Okay, so this is going to be our inside box where this is going to sit once we get everything assembled, okay? So I'm going to turn that up. I'm going to turn this upside down as well. So now we're going to bring in our boxes. Okay. Now, see, because this had a tag on it, this is going to be on my inside part. Okay. This is going to be my outside cover. And this is what I was talking about. You see those little white areas right there? That's what happens when you don't have a solid color going all the way through. So you do risk that. Okay. Now, these two are going to actually connect, okay? So we're going to line them up so that they connect, and then we're going to fold everything together. So I'm going to move some of this stuff back so you can be able to see all of this in frame. Okay, we are back. So you want to line everything up like this, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to bring this over here. Okay, and we are going to go ahead and glue everything. We want to make sure that everything is lining up. Okay, so I'm going to bend this side in. Okay, so I folded it under. Okay. I just want to make sure that when I do place everything, everything lines up correctly. I'm going to push this one back, and then I'm going to push this one back as well. Okay, so it should look like this, and this should look like this. And then I'm going to take this part down. Okay. And then I'm going to take this part and fold that part in, just like it's supposed to be. Okay. So we're just folding everything inward. Okay. I'm going to take this, put it under here. So now I just want to make sure everything is going to line up. And it is. You see that? Straight across the bottom, everything is good. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and glue. I'm going to go ahead and fold everything else in so that way once I start to glue everything, it's not as rigid and as stiff. You want to fold everything underneath itself. So under, down, over. See? Okay. These right here, fold down, this right here, fold down. It's just easier to go ahead and make everything where it's flexible. So that way when you glue it, the glue doesn't shift around too bad. Fold that down, fold this down. Then we're going to come over here. We're going to fold that down. Then we're going to come up here. We're going to fold that down. And then we're going to fold this down. Okay. So the way that everything is looking, see how that's like half of the box? That's half. And then we're taking this other half of the box right here. So you see that? Now, when we get ready to go ahead and line everything up and glue everything together, this will be on the inside. See how that closes? This will also be on the inside. See how that closes? Boom. We have the box. Everything's lined up. Now I'm just going to go ahead and glue everything together. Okay. So just like that. Boom. All right. This is the tricky part, so we're going to go ahead, lay our glue down. If you guys hear my son coughing, he has a cold. Okay. Boom. You see how we already folded it, so it makes it easier. We're going to flip it over, and we're just going to apply pressure on the back. Okay. So how I pulled this down, this one is having a little bit of resistance, so I'm just going to push this part down. There we go. That should close. That should close. Shouldn't have any issues closing it. That means everything is good. So now what we're going to do is flip it back over. Okay. Now we're going to flip it like a book. We're going to bring it in like a book, like this, okay? Just like that. Let me get some of that off, that glue. Okay. So now we're on this side, okay? So what we're going to do, bring this flap in. We're going to glue this flap right here, and then we're going to bring this side over, okay? And line it up like we did the other one. Okay, now, just like that, we're going to flip it over. We're going to line everything up. And I'm just applying pressure to get everything together. Flipping it over, applying pressure to the back side. Again, that's where that squeegee would come in great. I'm just going to use the back of my scissors. Okay, so now everything is good. I'm going to go ahead and double press on this side as well. Look at that, you guys. The glue smearing out. This dries clear, so no worries. Okay, so we have that. Now what we need to do is we're going to add this bad boy. Okay, now before you close it, you can do it. but I like those edges to be pressed down. So you want to make sure everything is lined up. So it should look like that. That's going to be fine. And we're going to add glue right along those edges. Okay. We're going to go up under. 2 hands. We're going to line that up. You just want to make sure that nothing is showing. And that's good. So then when we have everything lined up, we're going to flip it over. Okay. And we're going to press everything down. Like right there. We're going to press everything down. Okay. I'm just using my scissors to help me press it down. Okay. So it got pressed down right there. I'm going to come on over here and do this side next. Okay, and then I'm going to go like this to get the sides. Okay, so now we're good. So now what we're going to do is close the bottom. We're going to bring these 2 flaps in like this. Sorry. Like that. Okay, you want the smaller piece. Did you see that? So I folded this piece. It's not supposed to be like that. It's going to cut off like this. You want to take the smaller piece inward, and this piece should cover all the way through like that, because this is going to be your top portion where we're going to add one of our layers. Okay, so now we're just going to go ahead and glue that part together. Okay, glue in. And I'm going to take my scissors and go inside, and I'm going to push down. And then I'm going to go to the other side and do the same thing from the inside. Okay, just reach down there and press that flap down to this part. Okay, if you want to, you can put your hand in there. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to close this flap. Okay, we're going to close it. Everything's lined up. Just like that. I'm going to flip it over. I'll take my hand and apply some pressure. And I'm going to go back to using this. Okay, so the inside is done. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to bring these flaps in like this. We're going to close everything in. So this one has a score line right here. So we want to go ahead and fold that down. Okay, we're going to fold that down. Okay, just like that. Then we're going to fold it back towards us. Okay, we're going to fold it back towards us. And then when we glue it, we're going to glue it with that part down so it closes like this. Okay, I'm going to show you that again. We're going to fold it down. Okay, we're going to make sure everything is even. So you see that? Then we're going to fold it back. Okay. Then we're going to add glue to this side. Okay, this is the side that we just folded. Okay. And then we're going to add glue right here. And then we're going to close it. Okay. Make sure everything is lining up. So we're going to stick our hands in. We're going to pull out anything that needs to be pulled out. And then we're going to take this part and lay it right there. Now that we have everything lined up, okay, I'm going to start pressing. I'm going to press right here. Then I'm going to come over here. I'm going to pull it out so it lines up. I'm going to press. Same thing here. I'm going to line it up. I'm going to press. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to lay this part over, just like that. Okay. I'm going to glue here, here, and here. Okay. Don't get too close to the edge. You don't want the glue smearing out. So we're going to go here, here, and here. See that? I'm going to bring this over, just like that. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to line it up, and we're going to press. Okay, we're going to come over here, and we're going to press. Okay, so far so good. Our box is made. Now we're going to bring back in our layers. This is the reason why I like to layer first, because I don't want to have to keep pressing on it. It's just easier this way for me. Okay, so now I'm going to lay everything out. I'm going to start with this back piece. So as you can see, we're going to get it right on there. It's going to have that trim. And it's also very sturdy now, so it's not as flimsy. Okay, and I'm going to do some in the middle. Okay. Okay, there we go. You guys see? It's coming together. Alrighty, so now we're going to come to the front. Same thing, make sure you get some glue on this side as well. Okay. And Uh-oh. There we go. Okay. Boom. Now we're gonna flip it on the side. We're gonna grab this part and do the same thing and glue down. Okay. There we go. And if you guys followed along for the first video I uploaded for the senior edition, this template was actually $2, but you can use this. What we did it for was the pillow. We did a pillow. So we used this artwork for the pillow. And then you can also use this artwork for the t-shirt. And you can see that I'm using the same artwork for this. And then we're also going to be using the same artwork when we get ready to do our stole. Okay, and that should be uploaded in about a week or two for the stoles. Okay, we're going to go ahead and come on this side. Baby, can you do me a favor and bring me that pillow? Gabriel, the pillow that's over there on the chair.
Where?
Right there, the chair.
Up. Here you go.
Just set it right here on the side of me.
Okay.
Over here on the stool. On the bench, I'm sorry. Okay, and then we're going to do the top part right here. I'm going to lay that right there. That says Class of 2026. Now make sure, because I just realized I didn't follow my instructions, we get those edges, okay? Because I don't know if you can see how it's kind of puckering up already right here and curving. That's the reason why we want to get glue as close as we can to the edge. Okay. I'm going to go through and do all the edges. Okay, everybody, so I went back and made sure to glue those edges down so they don't look curled up and everything. Good night, baby. I'm going to add some more glue right here. There we go. Boom. Okay, so everything is very forgiving. So let me put my top back on the glue. Again, this is the glue that I am using. I think it costs like $2 at Walmart. Okay, I'll leave it in the description below. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and do our last piece. We're going to take and we are going to put right on in. Again, remember I told you guys it's snug, so boom. Look at that. Hubba Bubba, you guys. Okay, right there. Class of 2026, school's name, mascot. Here it is from the side view. And here it is on the back. Stands up like that. just that easy, you guys. So 3D. And there we go. Push it back a little more. There we have it, you guys. Easy peasy 3D gum holder for graduation. So super excited, super happy. Okay, you guys, so now I'm going to go ahead and end the video so that way you can go take care of Mr. Sick up there. Okay, and you guys can design this any type of way to your heart's content. Remember, the balloons are optional. You don't have to use them, but it does, you know, give a little bit more aesthetic. Make sure you're charging accordingly for everything that you are using. And then you just go ahead and let this bad boy dry and you'll be good to go. If you see anything that's raising up for any reason, just go ahead and let it dry and then go back in again with some light. And that's it. So we're good to go. So I hope that helped you guys, and we will have some more videos for graduation coming up within the next 2 weeks, so you guys can do these creations yourself. And if you are someone that is looking to add to your services, these are great and very easy to make once you have an assembly line good and ready to go. So thank you guys for tuning in. I thank you so much. You guys have a wonderful evening, and don't forget to go look at the previous video that I uploaded showing how to make a graduation pillow, because this is what we made. It's a graduation pillow. I give you the template and everything, and it is double-sided, so you're able to put the graduate's name and everything. So everything will be listed in the description box below. But look at that, you guys. Look at that. All right, you guys. See you in the next video. Bye.